I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was caught, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Pioneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Pioneers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, Salt Lake City.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Ebron caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Rodgers. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
one. This is Gus Edwards. Still on his feet. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Pioneers 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
First down, Pioneers.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Pioneers 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers again now. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Exit. Undercut. Yeah.
A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Second and 12.
Mike 5-4. You. This ball back for the offense. Let's go. 54 is Mike. They can't hang with us.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Pioneers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
It's a gain of
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Rodgers trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, Running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
57.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected, not the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you get to the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Salt Lake City.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Yeah. You don't want none. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Oh. Kill. Turn up.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Push him back. Push him back. 54.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Salt Lake.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57, Mike 57. 3 buzz. Hey, middle.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Their own 14-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch the switch it.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got one.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
TJ Watt.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Got a man. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss, left side, it's Hill. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Hill of the ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he goes goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Ebron caught left side. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Salt Lake City, 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 89 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
Salt Lake City.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A gain of 20.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. James Washington, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
The score, Ravens 24, Pioneers 16.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been